Yo, what is going on, guys? OrigiNate here with another Infinite Warfare video. And it's been a little while since I made a Call of Duty video. Since the last time I made a Call of Duty video, I've gained a lot of subscribers. So if you are brand new, then welcome to the OrigiNation. I am happy to have you, and we're on the road to 400 subs. So if you are brand new, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. But guys, today in this video, I wanted to share with you my tips and tricks on how I maintain and how I'm constantly raising my kill-death ratio. And I think it will really help you out too. So with that being said, can we hit 20 likes on today's video, and I will see you guys in the gameplay. Alright guys, what's going on? So in today's video, I wanted to share my 5 tips with you guys on how to raise your kill-death ratio. Now, I'm not claiming to be a god at the game by any means. I'm no the Market J or Swag XBL or Elite Shot, but I do have almost a 3 KD and I drop nukes pretty consistently, so I am pretty decent at this game. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the tips. So the number 1 tip that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I think is far more valuable than like 90% of the tips you're going to find on YouTube is, and I'm going to spend the most time talking about this, is you need to be a student of the game. And what I mean by that is you need to pay attention to details that most casual players don't really pay attention to. So like, for example, like you need to learn spawns, you need to learn lines of sight, choke points. For those of you who don't know, a choke point is where, basically you cut off a part of the map where enemies have to run to. Most Call of Duty maps are 3-lane based, so basically that essentially means there's going to be, at least 3 choke points, right? Because if, enemies want to get from one side of the map to the other, then they're going to have to run through one of those spots. So if you don't want to be really aggressive and you want to just play kind of slow, you need to learn where those choke points are, how to utilize cover and head glitches and stuff like that. So but yeah, that's choke points. But you want to look at your kill feed. The kill feed is such an underrated tool to play better. I don't ever really hear people talk about the kill feed when I watch like tips videos. But like, for example, so like if my teammates are like getting destroyed, by this one guy, right? Or like say that I have one teammate that just died, okay? Well, I'm gonna see it on the kill feed, and I'm gonna recognize patterns in the kill feed. If there's a good player on the other team and he's constantly in the kill feed, if he kills my teammate, well, okay, I see he killed my teammate in the kill feed, right? Well, then I look on the map, I look around, I see where's that skull at? Where did my teammate just die? And I'm telling you guys, 9 out of 10 times I will go to that general area and I will kill whoever just killed my teammate. Like, it's simple stuff like that. Just attention to detail. Most Call of Duty players are casual gamers. They just they want to get on and grab their favorite gun and just try to go to town and get as many kills as they can, just run all over the place like a chicken with its head cut off. And that's fine. That's what Call of Duty is all about. It's an arcade style first-person shooter. But if you want to take your game to the next level, if you want to separate yourself, you have to have that attention to detail. And you really want to learn those things. So tip number 2 is use your mini-map. Your mini-map tells you so many things. It tells you obviously where the enemies are when you have a UAV, but it tells you if they have score streaks. It tells you where your teammates are, and I'm telling you guys right now, this is pretty obvious, but some people might not think about this, but wherever your teammates aren't is probably where the enemies are. So like, you see right now on my mini-map where the majority of my teammates are. Well, I know for a fact right now that the enemies are in that building camping. But I was actually going for a nuke, so that's why I decided to just go back around, because I didn't want to get bombarded. But yeah, so I can tell they're all in this building right here because I'm just looking at my mini-map and I've got a warden in the air. The warden's not getting any kills, so it's obvious. But yeah, you really want to use your mini-map. I'm not exaggerating. I probably look at my mini-map probably like 60 to 70% of the time, more than I do what's in front of me. you know. And sometimes, you know, I'll admit that does get me killed sometimes, because sometimes I'll be looking at my mini-map and I'll get killed because I was looking at my mini-map, but you know, the deaths I take from that are far less and in between than, you know, when I am not looking at my mini-map and there's a guy shooting right behind me and, you know, I die. Like, that never happens because I'm always looking at my mini-map. That is crucial. You know, if you watch any Call of Duty tips and tricks video, they'll tell you to use your mini-map. Your mini-map is your best friend. So tip number 3 is actually use weapons that you're most comfortable with. So for me, my favorite weapon in the game is the K-bar. So for me, like, if I want to do really well, then I'm going to use the K-bar more times than not because it's my favorite weapon. So if you put the K-bar in my hands and you put the RVN in my hands, I'm going to do 10 times better with the K-bar than you know, with the RVN. Not saying the RVN isn't a good gun, but I'm just personally not very good with it, so why would I use it? You know, I watch a lot of people stream and you know, they'll use a gun and they'll be like, oh, this gun sucks, and I'm just thinking like, okay, then why are you using it? Like, use weapons that you're comfortable with, you know, unless you're going for like a camo or something, and that's definitely how you want to play. You want to play with weapons that you're most comfortable with. Like the K-bar, I know how it shoots, I know the recoil patterns, I know how many bullets it's got in a clip, I know everything about that gun. I like how it feels in my, you know, hands metaphorically, but like, you know, just when I'm playing the game, that's just it's perfect for me. It's the perfect weapon for me, so that's what I use. So the 4th tip is to use Blind Eye and Ghost. So most people use Ghost. I personally, I don't use Ghost because I think Blind Eye is far more valuable than Ghost. If you are aware of where people are, just if you're aware, that's it. If you're aware, then for me, Ghost isn't really needed. I use Ghost on a couple of my classes, but for the most part, I use Blind Eye. Blind Eye is so valuable, guys. Like, it tells you, or it protects you from wardens, RC8s, vultures, micro turrets, the most annoying things in this game that you don't have to worry about getting killed by those things. Like, I can't tell you how many times, and it works to your advantage too. So if you're using Blind Eye and there's a warden up in the sky, whoever's got that warden isn't going to be expecting you to be out running around. Why? Because, you know, they expect most people to be using Ghost, because most people do use Ghost. So you know, I'd rather enemies get a UAV on me than, you know, constantly be killing me with streaks and micro turrets. It just drives me absolutely crazy. So if you don't want to run Blind Eye, then definitely run Ghost. But if it's possible, you can even run both of them. You know, I've ran both perks before, but you know, if you do that, you have to sacrifice something, whether it be an attachment or another perk or something. But yeah, that's really important. You want to use Blind Eye or Ghost because it's going to help you stay alive longer. And then lastly but not least, you want to use specialists that save your life. You know, like active camo, rewind, reactive armor, stuff like that. So rewind, you guys, that's the biggest thing I use. That's what most, you know, tryhards, you know, good Call of Duty players, that's what most people use. You know, it's really overpowered. You get all your ammo back, and it, you know, it'll get you out of a sticky situation, you know. And then reactive armor, that's common sense, and active camo can get you out of a sticky situation too. You can get behind the enemy team and all that. So yeah, guys, that was my 5 quick tips on how to be better at the game. So that's going to do it for this video. I understand you guys could be spending your valuable time doing anything you want, and you're spending your time here with me, and for that, I am forever grateful. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and share this video with a friend who you think maybe could benefit from these tips. If you want to be part of the OrigiNation, then click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.